A lot of credit to Oklahoma State. Really good football team. Have the utmost respect for Coach Gundy and that team, and just a great football game. We were able to make a couple more plays. Really at the end of the football game, and that was awesome. Man, credit to our fan base. I think it took everybody in here, and it was great to be at home and special environment today. So with that said, I'll certainly open up to you guys.
Matt, when you think back to this game, what a few plays, a player, whomever, what are you going to remember?
Yeah, I think more than anything, the character of this game is kind of what we've talked about here. Man, it's not always going to be pretty. It's not real easy. And yet you got to keep fighting and keep willing to not look at the clock until the clock strikes zero. And, that's easy to say all that stuff and sit here and say that stuff, but it takes great leadership within the player-driven leadership to be able to really do that. And I thought our kids did a great job. We were teetering a little bit, I thought, at halftime, and I thought the resolve of our kids coming out in the second half was awesome. And like I said, I think to me, I don't even know if it'll be a player or players. It'll be the character and resolve of our kids and what we've talked about here really since day one. Yeah, and I peeked up at the end of the game and saw really what it was, but man, I great performance, incredible poise. Man, that's a great defense and great players on that side of the football, and to be able to be as efficient as he was and do a great job taking care of the ball. And I just thought he was outstanding. So, he certainly, in my opinion, was one of the big differences for our program today. And boy, when your quarterback plays the way he plays, it gives us a great opportunity to be successful.
How about Xavier? Huge game. But one thing I wanted to ask about, you came back to him, I think, 3 times after they had that call.
Yeah. I probably should. I gotta watch my words, right? Like, yeah, man. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, those things are gonna happen. I don't know if I'm in full agreement. It's not my place to be in agreement. Those guys have a hard job, but boy, oh boy, do I believe in him. So it was great to see him come right back and be the difference. And man, we're gonna win or we're gonna lose with our A players, and he's an A player for us.
For him, you talk about situational football, scoring the touchdown, penalty, going back to the first half, scoring on 4th down. How big was he in big moments?
Yeah, I mean, he was exceptional. Between him and Charlie, in some of our biggest moments, I thought both of those guys were just outstanding. But X, like you said, that 4th-and-1 play, after the penalty, even the play that he makes to get open on the long play that is a touchdown, and be able to then come back and do a great job of scoring the ball, just exceptional. And I think it says a lot about his mindset, who he is, and what he stands for.
Man, I don't know exactly
What does it take for him to be able to have a touchdown be taken away and still keep his mind focused on what's ahead of him and still get that touchdown?
Yeah, again, I would say those are the things that we've talked about. Like, now, whether we could control it or not control it, those are things that videotape will look at and evaluate it. But, we talk about all the time, control what we can control. And I think part of our building process has been, man, dream big, start small, be ridiculously faithful to what you're trying to accomplish, and control what you can control. And all those things are great things to say. Man, can you do it when it's really, when your butt's on the line? And, I thought that was a critical poise by him in that moment, and really Brock too, because I think, man, Brock makes the elite throw in that situation, and then it's, man, 3 great throws back to X and great decisions. I thought both of those guys in the moment were outstanding.
we're talking about the offense, but I didn't notice Will McDonald out there a lot until he made the consecutive sacks late in the game, for example. Ishim had a huge hit even late in the game. Maybe that might have been on the 4th and whatever it was there at the end. Once again, that defense.
Yeah, in the moment, right? I think I think back to Sheem, the touchdown before half. Man, you can easily go in the tank. It's a play where, man, he's a hair off and their guy's a hair on. And you come back to the 4th quarter, and in some of the biggest moments, he's making critical plays. Like you said about Will, I think just the ability to keep playing, and Will's ability to be a playmaker and do it when it counts the most, I think really big. So, you guys that have covered us, I've said enough about, if we want to win football games here, our A players have to play football, and in some of the hugest moments today, our A players made A plays.
What did you see on that last defensive play where Ishim comes up
Yeah, I just think it was great recognition of what was going on. They had thrown the bubble screen or the now screen out there, a couple times in that drive, and we kind of let it leak for maybe a couple more yards than we would have liked. And I just think great play recognition, and obviously, the ability for our entire defense to run and gang tackle and put ourselves in the best position. And again, I've said that a lot too, is man, what we do defensively, it's not really what we do, it's how we do what we do. And I think that was a really good example of it.
Matt, what are your emotions like? You talk about controlling what you can't control, but then when they're reviewing that, that's outside of your control.
Yeah.
How do you?
Well, I think we're talking about, man, if they get the ball, we got one timeout left, man, how are we going to use that for our guys in terms of taking care of them? And, I think, like I said, we've been in these moments. I mean, it's not foreign to us. And, that's, if you're willing, even us as coaches, is you got to grow through it. And, I think the ability for us to understand it, and man, if they reverse it, can't control it, I probably would have been upset. And, but the reality would have been, man, we're going to have to go play defense. And I think we were talking about that as much as anything on over the headset. Who's that? Yeah, I just think dinged up. I don't think it's anything major right now, but it's easy to say that today. I think when we talk on Tuesday, I'll probably have a better update. Mike's as tough as they come. So, whatever it is or it is not, I think we'll have a greater understanding. But, if Mike is able to go and man, I thought he gutted it out in a lot of ways today. We'll know probably a lot more about it as the next 48 hours come.
How big is anything for you this year? We've talked a lot about him this year, but gets that sack there, a couple of holding penalties.
Yeah.
How big is he?
Yeah, senior, I mean, a guy that I know I've said so much about over the last couple of weeks, but, there's a guy that made a choice to come back here. And since January, he has been an absolute difference maker in our program. And he himself has made himself into a dynamic football player. So it was well worth his time to do that, and he has played exceptional football for us. So just really proud of what he is about. I'm really proud of what he's accomplishing, and I think the great thing is there's even more left out there for him to accomplish, and we'll need him at his best down the stretch.
What's the emotion like watching fans flood the field again and then another October for you and then that post-game speech, whatever last minute?
Yeah, I think again, we're in a place where I think emotionally we're pretty steady right now. I mean, yes, it's great. It's great to have fans back. It's great to get the win, but boy, it's October, and there's bigger games coming. There's greater challenges ahead, and whether we won the game or lost the game, how we respond to this tomorrow and Monday and tonight, and really you're dealing with 18 to 22-year-olds where, man, can we keep staying the course? Can we keep getting better? Can we keep growing? That's what we've done. We haven't let the result dictate our behaviors, and can we keep doing that? So I think really my message has been that, and honestly, I was thinking that right away. I mean, that's a great team. That's a team that's going to keep doing great things, and we've got the ability to be a great team. But can we? The only way we'll do it is if we keep growing, and there's great challenges ahead for us.
Tariq is someone we haven't talked a ton about
Yeah.
this season. What was it like to see him make that big
Yeah, one of the biggest hugs I probably gave in the locker room after the game was to him. I mean, for Tariq, he is, man, he's just such a special human. And he's one of those guys in our program that has had to overcome so many things. And I think of some of our biggest games that we played in here over the last 4 years, and I feel like Tariq Milton has always made a game-changing play somewhere in those games. And for him to do it again and kind of weather the storm a little bit, mentally and physically, man, I really hope that's who we are as a program. I hope that teaches the young guys, man. It's why you stay the course, and all the things that I keep preaching or talking about from a, cultural standpoint. I think that was visual evidence to myself, our program, and to the young guys in our program. Here's a senior who maybe hasn't gotten exactly what he's wanted, but man, in the most critical moment, he took advantage of an awesome opportunity.
Matt, just for Arlen,
You've been a little more aggressive on fourth down, it seems like, from last season. Is that a situational shift or a philosophical?
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't even know if they're right. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of questioning both of them. Should you have taken the points early in the game? or at least attempted it, maybe. Man, should we have punted the ball, that over there and played defense? Maybe. But I keep telling our kids, man, be fearless, be relentless, and man, you don't want to have any regrets. And so, I think from my end, I believe in our kids, I believe in our team, and I believe in our defense and offense. So, to me, those are great questions. You can probably, man, you lose a game, you probably say, man, you question them more than when you win it. But I think those are things you evaluate and you second guess all the time. But I don't know if it's I just think you're trying to play to win in the moment, and I think that would be my answer to it. And like I said, I don't know if it's right or not. I felt like the flow of the game and in the moment it was the right call, but I think you can always evaluate those and see if you could do it better the next time.
Man, I got two things. Mevis punted today, and the other one, just for our own knowledge in the future, what did the officials say if the reason he called the flag on in here?
Yeah, the X piece, they said they felt like he high stepped and that was enough to cause, a penalty. If that is, man, it'll be a great learning opportunity for us, and we'll grow from it. The last thing that Xavier Hutchinson is selfish. So, if that is, we'll learn from it and we'll grow from it. You know, the second piece on the Mevis piece, I think, what we've been trying to search for consistency at the punter position. I felt like that was a little bit of the last missing key. And, Andrew, you talk about an A player. I mean, Andrew got dinged up in the spring. We missed him most of the summer. And, Andrew came to us, and he was the starting kickoff guy. He was the starting PAT kicker, PAT and field goal kicker, and he was also, man, he was our starting punter. And, we really hadn't gotten an opportunity just with his health to give him a lot of quality reps. That bye week, we started, giving him some reps as the punter. And, there's something really special about him. I think he's one of the most unique and specialists I've been around just because, man, he's like a pro. And so I think he gives us consistency. I thought he was awesome today. Man, I thought he did a great job and really handled the opportunity really well. And, I think we'll keep evaluating because I don't want to put too much stress on him where he becomes a jack of all trades and the master of nothing. But, so far I thought there was really good positive results today from it.
Coach, with talking about the years that you've been here, trusting the process and learning, and I guess how is this stretch that you guys have had different than in previous years where with the expectations that you had at the beginning of the year, just the rough start, but with the last 3 games, with how you managed to really turn things around and after a victory like that? I know there's still a lot of season left, but I guess how is this maybe a little different, than when it comes to trusting the process and the growth of this program?
Well, I think it's easy to it's easy to have trust and faith. It's like anything in life, right? It's easy to have trust and faith when it's going well, right? It's not real easy to have trust and faith when your back's against the wall and things are going not well. And to me, we're not naive. Like it's college football is really hard. We're not one of those programs where we're ever going to go up the really nice smooth side of the mountain. Every year we play, I don't care what they say before the season, and I really don't care really what anybody says. It's going to be the rough side of the mountain. And the leadership, the character, the team, that's the only chance we have a chance here to be successful. And I think over the course of the last 5 years, we've seen when it's gone well, and we've also seen maybe when it's failed or not gone as well as it could have. And I think that's one of the great things that this senior class has wisdom and knowledge of is, man, what were our pitfalls when we didn't reach our full potential? And what were the value systems that we hung on to and we clung on to? And, the trust, the process, the growth, man, keep getting better. Don't look at the scoreboard, just keeps going north. Those are values that I think this group has learned. And I think the one thing I'm really grateful for is we do have great senior leadership. We got guys that really care, and they've been willing to learn and grow from it. And hopefully, that growth can continue to happen.
Every year when we get to this game, we talk about Brock's debut against Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Back as a freshman. He talked this week about how he had gone back and watched that, kind of learned some lessons from him earlier this season. Obviously, he was 19, that game doesn't end as well for him. Tonight, did you feel like you could see kind of all of that out there, the guy who simplified things and just went out and played football, but also had learned from all of those experiences prior?
Boy, I really feel like the last 4 to 5 weeks, I think we've seen that. I think, there's probably not a lot of nice things said about Brock Purdy early in the season. Foolish, but whatever. And the reality of it is he's an 18 to 22-year-old kid. He's a young man that's growing into a man. It's still college football, right? Like, this isn't pro sports. And so I think all those people that maybe said those not nice things about Brock Purdy should really look in the mirror tonight and say, boy, how grateful are we at Iowa State to have that young man leading this program? And I think I've always felt that way. I don't think I ever wavered one bit. And what I will say about Brock, who he is greater than what he does on the football field. That's what makes him special. And so, man, for him to be able to play his best football when we need it, man, that's awesome. Whether he played great or not today, I know I'd still believe in him. But, man, for him, that's awesome because I know how hard he's worked to get to this point. But I really feel he's played that way over the last 4 to 5 weeks.
What do you say?
What do you think, generally, what does it say about your team? You've been constantly beat down, you left for about 15 minutes, face those penalties and face those big fourth downs, and still kind of keep your eyes on the prize and continue forward. Still impressive.
Yeah, I just think that's team football. Like, that's our sport. You got to have great character and grit if you want to have the ability to reach your full potential, and I thought we showed that today.
What did you say to Brees after that touchdown? Obviously, he had a tough start, but really opened it up that second half. What did you say after that touchdown?
Yeah, I think whatever I said, probably wherever it was more of, hey, let's get ourselves rolling, and I was really proud of Brees's response because I think and I think we knew that. I mean, they're going to put 9 guys in the box, and they were going to challenge him, and they were going to make everybody else have to play really good football. And, I think that can be frustrating when you're the A player and everybody's gunning for you. And, I thought after the early part, after that first touchdown we scored down there, and after the half, I thought he really kicked into gear. I mean, man, he made some incredible plays in the passing game and had some great runs when we needed it the most. So I certainly understand where frustration can build up, especially in a situation in a game like that. All right, guys. Thank you.